The mask comes off. The arena explodes. And in that single moment, everything you thought you knew about WWE just got flipped completely upside down. What happened at Royal Rumble 2026 wasn't just a return, it was a declaration of war. This is the story of how one man brought chaos back to WWE, how legends collided, and how the entire wrestling world stood still for 3 unforgettable seconds. Buckle up, because what you're about to witness changed everything. Right now, if you're watching this, you're part of something special. You're not just a viewer, you're family. And family sticks together through the biggest moments in wrestling history. So do me a favor, if you love this business as much as I do, if you live for these moments that make your heart race and your voice go hoarse from screaming at your screen, hit that subscribe button right now. Join the SLAMZONE family. We break down the action, the emotion, the stories that matter. And trust me, you're gonna want to be here for what comes next. Ring that notification bell, because we're just getting started, and this ride is about to get wild. Royal Rumble 2026. The spectacle. 30 superstars, 1 ring, 1 dream. The road to WrestleMania begins here, and the energy inside that arena is absolutely electric. You can feel it through the screen. 60,000 fans on their feet, voices shaking the rafters, every single person knowing they're about to witness history. This is where careers are made. This is where legends are born. This is where chaos lives. But nobody, and I mean nobody, was ready for what was coming. The Rumble is in full swing, bodies flying over the top rope, alliances forming and breaking in seconds. Bron Breakker, the powerhouse, the genetic freak, the second-generation destroyer, is standing in that ring like an absolute tank. He's tossing people around like they weigh nothing, clotheslines that could decapitate, suplexes that shake the canvas. This man is on a mission, and that mission is total domination. The crowd is split, some chanting his name, others booing with everything they've got. But respect? Oh, there's respect. Because Bron Breakker is the real deal. Elimination after elimination. He's racking them up. Veterans, rookies, fan favorites, doesn't matter. Bron is a wrecking ball, and everyone in his path is getting destroyed. You can see it in his eyes. He wants this. He needs this. WrestleMania is calling his name, and he's answering with pure, unfiltered violence. And then the lights flicker. The crowd notices it first. That weird hum in the arena. Something's off. Something's different. The energy shifts. You know that feeling when you're watching a horror movie and you just know something bad is about to happen? That's what this feels like. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Your stomach drops. Because in wrestling, when the lights start acting weird, all bets are off. Bron doesn't notice at first. He's too focused, too locked in. He just eliminated another superstar, and he's standing center ring, arms raised, soaking in the chaos. Paul Heyman is at ringside, clipboard in hand, that sinister smile on his face. The wise man, the advocate, the mastermind. He's been guiding Bron, molding him, building him into an unstoppable force. And right now, everything is going according to plan. But the universe has other ideas. A masked figure appears at the top of the ramp. Black gear, hood up, face completely covered. The camera zooms in, trying to get a better look, but it's impossible to tell who it is. The commentators are confused. The crowd is buzzing. Who is this? What's happening? The figure just stands there, motionless, staring down at the ring, staring directly at Bron Breakker. The tension is suffocating. It's like the entire arena is holding its breath. Bron finally notices. He turns, locks eyes with the masked man, and you can see the confusion cross his face. He points. He yells something, challenges him to come down, but the figure doesn't move. Not yet. Paul Heyman sees this. And for the first time tonight, you see something in his expression. Not fear, not quite, but uncertainty. Like he knows something. Like a memory is clawing its way back from the past. He starts backing away from the ring, slowly, carefully, never taking his eyes off that masked figure. And then the masked man moves. He doesn't walk. He doesn't run. He stalks. Every step is deliberate, methodical, predatory. The crowd is on their feet now, cameras flashing like lightning, voices rising in anticipation. This isn't just an entrance, this is a statement. Bron Breakker steps through the ropes, dropping down to the floor. Big mistake. Huge mistake. Because the moment his feet hit the ground, the masked man charges. And what happens next is absolute carnage. A forearm smash that echoes through the arena. Bron staggers. Another shot. And another. The masked man isn't wrestling, he's brawling. He's fighting like a man possessed, every strike loaded with years of anger, frustration, and pain. Bron tries to fight back, throws a wild punch, but the masked man ducks and drives a knee straight into his gut. The air rushes out of Bron's lungs. He doubles over, gasping. The crowd is losing their minds. Some are cheering. Some are confused. Everyone is screaming. Because this isn't part of the script. This isn't supposed to happen. This is raw. This is real. The masked man grabs Braun by the head and slams him face-first into the barricade. Once, twice, 3 times. Braun crumples to the floor, blood starting to trickle from his forehead. The camera zooms in, capturing every brutal second. This is vicious. This is personal. And then the masked man turns his attention to Paul Heyman. Oh, you should see Heyman's face. The color drains completely. His eyes go wide. His hands shoot up in that classic "please don't hurt me" gesture. He's backing up, stumbling over his own feet, trying to put as much distance as possible between himself and this masked attacker. But there's nowhere to run. The barricade is behind him. Security hasn't reacted yet. He's trapped. The masked man advances. Slow. Steady. Heyman is begging now, words spilling out in a desperate stream. Wait, we can talk about this. Whatever you want. Please. But the masked man doesn't care. He grabs Heyman by the collar, yanks him close, and you can see Heyman's entire life flashing before his eyes. The masked man cocks his fist back and the crowd is screaming for it. They want to see Heyman get what's coming. The tension is unbearable. Is he gonna do it? Is he really gonna? And then he stops. For just a moment. One hand gripping Heyman's collar, the other reaching up to his face. He grabs the mask, and he rips it off. The crowd erupts. Not cheers. Not boos. Pure, unfiltered shock. A roar that shakes the foundation of the building. Because standing there, face fully visible, rage burning in his eyes, is Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe, the unpredictable, the unhinged, the man who disappeared, the man who walked away, the man who said he was done with WWE. He's back, and he just declared war on everything. Listen, if you're feeling what I'm feeling right now, if your heart is racing, if you've got goosebumps, if you can't believe what you just saw, then you need to hit the like button right now. Smash it. Destroy it. Because this is what SLAMZONE is all about. We bring you the moments that matter, the returns that shake the industry, the stories that make wrestling the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below and tell me, did you see this coming? Were you shocked? Are you ready for what happens next? Because we're building something special here, and I want you to be part of it. Now let's get back to this absolute chaos. Heyman is frozen, completely paralyzed by fear, because he knows exactly what Dean Ambrose is capable of. He's seen it firsthand. He's been there for the destruction, the mayhem, the absolute chaos that follows this man wherever he goes. And right now, with Ambrose's hand still gripping his collar, Heyman knows he's in serious danger. Ambrose leans in close, says something. The cameras can't pick it up, but whatever it is makes Heyman's eyes go even wider. And then Ambrose shoves him backward. Heyman crashes into the barricade and crumples to the ground, clutching his chest, gasping for air. But Ambrose isn't done. He turns back to Bron Breakker, who's trying to pull himself up using the ring apron. Blood is streaming down his face now, mixing with sweat, creating this horrible mask of crimson. Braun looks up, sees Ambrose coming, and tries to mount some kind of defense. He swings wildly, desperation in every movement. Ambrose catches the punch, twists Braun's arm, and delivers the Dirty Deeds' signature move right on the exposed concrete floor. The impact is sickening. Braun goes limp. The crowd gasps collectively. Medical staff finally starts rushing down the ramp, but it's too late. The damage is done. Bron Breakker, the unstoppable force, has been stopped. Violently. Decisively. And the entire wrestling world just witnessed it. Ambrose stands over Braun's motionless body, chest heaving, sweat dripping, that wild look in his eyes that made him famous. He looks directly into the camera and points. Not at us. Not at the fans. At someone. At everyone. This is a message. Security finally arrives, but Ambrose doesn't resist. He raises his hands, lets them surround him, but never breaks eye contact with that camera. He's not done talking, not by a long shot. You have to understand what this means. Dean Ambrose John Moxley outside of WWE left years ago. He was frustrated, burned out, creatively stifled. He went to other promotions and became a completely different wrestler. More dangerous, more unpredictable, more real. And wrestling fans around the world never thought we'd see him back in a WWE ring. But here he is. And he didn't come back for a feel-good moment. He didn't come back to shake hands and make peace. He came back to hurt people. Specifically, he came back to destroy Bron Breakker and terrorize Paul Heyman. Why? What's the history? What's the story? That's what makes this so compelling. That's what's gonna keep us glued to our screens for weeks to come. Because in wrestling, the best stories aren't just about who wins and loses. They're about why. They're about the emotions, the history, the personal vendettas that make every punch mean something. Ambrose clearly has unfinished business. Maybe it's with Heyman, there's history there from the Shield days, from Roman Reigns, from all those years of manipulation and mind games. Maybe it's with Braun, representing this new generation that's trying to erase the legacy of guys like Ambrose. Maybe it's with WWE itself coming back to prove he's bigger than the company that tried to control him. Whatever it is, it's powerful, it's emotional, and it's exactly the kind of storytelling that makes wrestling the most captivating drama in the world. The Royal Rumble match continues, but nobody cares anymore. The commentators are trying to call the action, but they keep going back to what just happened. Replays show Ambrose's attack from every angle. The mask coming off. The recognition in Heyman's eyes. The dirty deeds on the concrete. It's all anyone can talk about. Social media explodes. Twitter, sorry, X is on fire. Wrestling fans around the globe are freaking out. Trending topics. Viral clips. Think pieces being written in real time. Because this isn't just a wrestling angle. This is a cultural moment. This is the kind of thing people will remember and talk about for years. Bron Breakker is stretchered out. Heyman is escorted to the back, still visibly shaken, probably heading straight to WWE officials to demand answers, demand protection, demand something. And Dean Ambrose? He's led away by security, but there's this smile on his face. Small. Satisfied. Like everything went exactly according to plan. And somewhere backstage, wrestlers are watching monitors with their jaws on the floor. Locker rooms are buzzing. Veterans are nodding with respect. Young guys are realizing the game just changed. Because when Dean Ambrose is back in WWE, nobody's safe. Chaos isn't coming. Chaos is here. This is what wrestling is all about. These moments. These returns. These collisions of past and present that create something completely unpredictable and utterly compelling. This is why we watch. This is why we care. This is why we invest our time and our emotions into these larger-than-life characters who fight and bleed and give us stories that stick with us forever. And this is why I need you to be part of the SLAMZONE family. Because we're gonna follow this story together. Every twist, every turn, every bloody confrontation. We're gonna break it down, analyze it, celebrate it, and lose our minds over it together. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a breakdown. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your wrestling friends who need to see this. And comment below. Seriously, I read every single one, and tell me what you think happens next. Where does Dean Ambrose go from here? Does Braun Breaker come back for revenge? What's Paul Heyman's next move? Is this connected to Roman Reigns? To the bloodline? To something even bigger? I want to hear your theories. I want to hear your reactions. Because that's what makes this community special. We're not just watching wrestling, we're experiencing it together. Royal Rumble 2026 will be remembered for one thing and one thing only: the night Dean Ambrose returned and reminded everyone why he's called the Lunatic Fringe. The night he attacked Braun Breaker with brutal precision. The night he put fear back into Paul Heyman's eyes. The night everything changed. This is just the beginning. The road to WrestleMania just got a whole lot more interesting. Alliances will form. Rivalries will intensify. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, Dean Ambrose is lurking, ready to strike again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of this journey. SLAMZONE is here because of you, because of your passion, because of your love for this incredible business. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue following this story and every other major development in WWE. Until then, keep the passion alive, keep supporting wrestling, and remember, in SLAMZONE, we don't just watch the action, we live it. This has been your breakdown. This has been your moment. This has been SLAMZONE. And trust me, you're gonna want to be here for what comes next.